Well, good morning. Haha, it is about 8:30 on Saturday morning. We had a very comfortable and warm night's sleep in the van, and we are currently at Cairn Lodge service area on the top end of the A74M, which means we're now not too far from Glasgow. We had a very pleasant journey up the motorway last night, M6 and then A74M. Covered about 120 miles, which has very much broken the back of the journey to Loch Lomond, which is our next primary objective, apart from finding a shop to stop at and pick up some supplies for our evening meal. We've just been into the farm shop here. They've got some very nice looking stuff there, but we are not paying £3.90 for 4 slices of bacon. Doesn't matter how good it is, not doing it. So we're settling for egg sandwiches for now. Probably pick something up a little bit further along in the day. We should be away in the next 15-20 minutes, I would imagine. We're all fueled up. Just had a little episode, the way the parking works here. It's a tenner a night, incidentally, and you get the use of the facilities in the service area. But we turned up at about 3-4 minutes past 12 last night, and you have to go to a retail outlet to get your parking ticket. Now, the only one that was open at that time of night was the petrol station, so I went in there. And then I woke up this morning and realised that I'd probably given them the wrong registration number. The letters were all right, the numbers were all right, just in the wrong order. So I went down to double check. I had in fact done 287 instead of 278. So we've modified that. We're not going to get a parking ticket, but yeah, I know it's by the side of a motorway. It's not particularly scenic, but all we wanted was a quick stop, and this has served the purpose. Tenner a night. Bingo. Ah, here we are then, arrived at Loch. We're going to go down here and have a look at the loch itself. Down this little path here, there was a lot of snow while we were driving up here, but it's turned into a steady drizzle now, so I'm not certain that we're going to be getting the kayaks out at this point. Maybe later in the day. There's one hardy soul on his paddleboard, look. So very tourist oriented at Loch. There's sort of boating clubs and all kinds of tourist attractions. Lots of little holiday cottages and such like. Now the sky's beginning to clear over there. That's Loch Lomond over there. It's not a mountain I've climbed yet. We certainly won't be doing it today. But it's actually brightening up quite considerably now. So who knows? Maybe we'll go out on the kayaks. So it is about 11 o'clock on Saturday morning, and as you can see, the weather has lifted, the drizzle has stopped, and we're going kayaking. We were just having a discussion about when was the last time we'd been kayaking, and we think it was probably around September last year. We'll be out on the water for maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half. There's a lot to explore. It's a very big lake, certainly bigger than anything that we have in Cumbria. Start recording. So the Murgatroyd is off on her own for a little bit while I have a play with the drone. And then she's going to come back in and get me, and we'll be both off together. Okay, so we've been about 2/3 of the way across the loch. Had a fabulous time. It's just getting a little bit cold now. And so we are heading back inland. We're going to go around the back of this island here and then along the shoreline to the village of Luss, which is where we parked up, which is quite a nice little place. There's lots of car parking, holiday accommodations, there's public conveniences, which cost you 50p, and there's a village store, but sadly in the village store, no haggis. So we're heading back now. We're going to have a little bite of lunch, and then we're going to head up the A82 towards Fort William, where we are hoping to find a proper camper van campsite and stay there for the night. And then tomorrow we'll be off to Loch Ness. Oh yes, we're going monster fishing.